in the 4 years that I've attended Atlantic. With the hope that you will persist in your activism following this event, I would like to instill in you one idea. This movement for reform, which was born from student action, is not to be co-opted by individuals who fail to recognize and accept the necessity of social disturbance in driving lasting societal progress. By being here today, you are taking a stand against complacency and against blind obedience of authority that our out-of-touch state and federal representatives have portrayed to us. Those who don't understand what it's like to be a student in a world that seems to hate and only want to degrade the youth. For those who attempt to persuade you that disturbance of everyday life is not a practical means of inciting social change, history will tell you that they are wrong. Civil disobedience and non-compliance with morally questionable authority have been at the root of the success of some of America's most important movements. The civil rights movement that abolished racial segregation, the New York shirtwaist strike that resulted in workplace safety for female laborers, the March on Washington for LGBTQ+ rights, and now, the movement to reform gun control nationwide. To achieve gun reform started with complacency. Complacency on the part of politicians whose silence was effectively bargained for by the NRA. Complacency which enabled a man just 18 years old to purchase a deadly assault weapon. And finally, complacency that ultimately caused 17 people to lose their lives last Wednesday, February 14, 2018. This movement was sparked by complacency and students' inherent desire to put an end to it when it concerns our lives. By being here, you are vowing to ensure that this movement, which is currently a burgeoning symbol of hope and of progress for the entire country, is not quietly swept under the rug when the next news cycle arrives. It is now all of our collective business to ensure that this movement does not end with the same complacency that directly preceded it. Let the attention that this student-led movement is receiving serve as a reminder to you that you and I have as much power as the people in the House and the Senate, and let it be a warning to them that if they fail our generation, there will be hell